Hi there, welcome to this video about booster techniques and starters. I will start with the basics and go on to with advanced examples, and at the end I will show you how we use them on our server. So let's get started with the really basics, the rails. There's the east west and north south rule. So if a car is coming from west or east, it will always travel to the south, and if it's coming from north or south, it'll travel to the west. There's some exceptions, but it's different if it's like here with the curve. Will always travel in the travel straight ahead, so the same direction it is coming from, as you can see. You can also decide where it should go if you use this, because the cart is always going down. So if you do that, it will always go down. Except doesn't care how fast it is. And then this example here can go up, but it can't go down. And one thing with placing rails, if it goes up, the upper one you can make a curve, but not on the lower one. So in the end you could travel up down, but you couldn't travel up. Yeah, that's the basics of the rails. Then we move on to the booster. Booster rails are always inactive normally, and it will stop a cart. Except the car is in full speed, then it will travel over it, but will slow down. So you can activate it with different things like pressure plates, with levers, buttons, or with the redstone torch. You can place a redstone torch next to it, or one block over, or you can place it underneath. The same here. So or there, or there. So one booster rail can activate up to 8 other booster rails. But if, as you can see here, we have 10 booster rails, and the last one isn't active. So in this example, you would just place the redstone torch in the middle. That's it. And what I like to do is placing it underneath and then close the hole, so you can't see it. And normally you would need, I think, up to 4 boosters to boost the cart to the maximum speed. But we use on our server mostly 5 boosters, just because of the server lags. And if you're going up, you need more boosters. But you can read it at Minecart wiki.net and just search for booster rails, and you can read what the exact data are. So next we have the detector rails. The detector rails are sending out or activating redstone if a car is over it. So if a car is travel over it, then it will shortly activate everything around it, and then deactivate it again. You can also activate booster rails with it. And oh, 1 second please, sorry. Well, sorry for that. But we continue here. So you could use the detector rails to activate the booster here, as you can see. So if you would come from the other side, you would stop, and if you would come from this side, you would get a boost. So, but if you have too many boosters, it will deactivate the boosters too soon, and the card will stop. So watch this. And well, we move on to starters. If you have a booster rail next to a block, it will, and this booster rail is activated, it will push away the cart. So to use this as a or if the car is coming from this direction, it will change direction coming back. So if you want to use this as a starter, you simply use a button next to it, and if you push the button, it will push away the cart. Well, again, like this. Quite simple. You can also use this technique. Sorry. Yeah, you could do this both sides. You just have to activate one of the boosters. But yeah, you can try out. So next we have a system how you can go in two directions. This one. Well, Pig is riding in the cart now. Yeah, but you would have the problem going to the other direction. So you simply make a redstone wire underneath the button here, which activates the curve and change its direction, as you can see here. And I place the detector rail over the redstone wire, so if the cart is coming from this side, it will also change the... Whoops. My fault. Go away. Would also change direction. And as you can see, if a person is in it, you would have to make the distance greater, because the delay is not big enough to switch the curve. So there's one example with a sticky piston. Would come from this side. The cart would move to this waiting position, and then we have button, which will trigger the piston. Yeah, quite simple. You could also just use a normal piston here and place the booster here. So I do that quickly. Oops, sorry. Yeah. So this would work too. It's just a design decision how you would how you like it. So next we have an example which isn't automatic yet. I will show you some example from our server later. One of it is made with this technique and is fully automatic, but I just want to show you how it works. So cart would come from this direction. It would run over the detector rail somewhere here, and it activate this mechanic, which would push a stone or just a block here at the beginning, cart would arrive and wait there or stop there. The block is pushed back. Then the block behind this pushed in, and the booster rail, which is here in the middle, is activated. The cart is leaving and everything is resetted and good to go for the next ride. This is usable for both directions. It only needs a room for the redstone wires itself, so it's not easy to do, or not fast to do. So what I found in the internet on minecraftforum.net is this nice cart holder or cart parking system, and I think it's from Delvar, so all credits going to him. But it's so nice, I want to show you. But this would be like entrance with walls here, so if you walk through, you push out one cart here, and then you could get in, but I don't do it to show you. And then you would click this button, the cart is pushed here, one block is coming out, and the cart is going away. Again, cart is coming, check, and nice. And I played around while doing this video or preparing this video. Go away. Go away. And sorry. And yeah, it's again just manually. You would have to do it. You would have to make automatic, but I just want to show you my idea. You have this parking system there. You call a cart, which arrives here. You have to imagine this would be a wall you couldn't see behind, so the player would waiting here and don't know what's going on. Then the wall would open, as you can see. Two pistons would push out the cart and back in. The wall is closing and the cart is going away. A bit faster. Call the cart, open, push back, and go. We are on our server now. We're better at the home, our main station. What we have here is a booster system from Becky Mouse. He has a coming from this direction, would travel over this detector rail, and as you can see, it activates this redstone torch indicating the automatic boost is active, and after some second it will push away the cart. But if you start here, you just could press the button. Well, I've shown you this before. Now it's just with the automatic. So if you're coming from this side, travel over the detector rail, and you continue your ride if you don't want to exit here. And one last example I want to show you. It's you know it from the tutorial before. Again, cart is coming and then get pushed away. So with this I finish this video. I hope you learned something, and thank you for watching.